Welcome to the Bella Vista Gardening Program. I'm Geri Hoerner, and joining me today again is JB Portillo. And she's a fellow member of the Bella Vista Garden Club. She's a fellow member of the Benton County Master Gardeners, and she's a Northwest Arkansas Master Naturalist. She's a master at everything. So we just love our masters. And this is a month we're going to be talking about it's time to order your bulbs and plants and seeds. So it's from those catalogs you've been getting in the mail, and we'll also cover some of the events coming up for the year, and mark your calendar, and then also what to do in your garden in February. We kind of got to get started.
I know.
We had a little vacation, and now we're.
I tell you what, though, one day you get all excited because it's 70 degrees, and then it's 13.
Crazy. And the plants don't know what to do. They're coming up early, and then they're getting bit by the,
Yeah.
But we'll talk about some of that later on. But anyway, I want to apologize for not having a January show. Between the weather and the scheduling, we just couldn't get the show tape. So we'll only have 11 shows this year, but that's okay. They'll all be entertaining and informative. So, and we have a new set here.
Yes.
Yes.
I'm just looking at it. I think it looks pretty good. It looks like you're sitting in the middle of a lake.
Outside. Yeah. So that's what we need to be, is outside with gardening. So this is great. Well, anyway, the upcoming event, you got to mark your calendars for the Bella Vista Charity and Scholarship Card Party. That will be on Friday, March 20th. It's a little later this year. And tickets will be available starting on February 21st. Now, they sell out pretty quick, so you have to get your reservations in pretty soon, after the 21st. And you can go online to our website, bellavistagardenclub.com, and you can sign up right there.
Good.
So, and again, we're going to have wonderful baskets, those wonderful gift baskets. You you make a donation, and you get a chance to get some of these gift baskets that are, most of them are $200, $250 value. They're just wonderful. So, and then, of course, the food.
People rave about that.
That's why they come sometimes.
I know.
It's just for the food.
I want some more of her deviled eggs.
Yes, right. And we will have deviled eggs again. They go first. So, anyway, we'll have great food, and it'll be a great time. And then, of course, May 2nd is the plant sale.
It's usually the first Saturday in May.
Yeah.
Yes.
So that's our plant sale coming up. And then June 6th, we talked about this in December, is the Bella Vista Garden Club Garden Extravaganza.
And boy, is it.
It's getting more extravaganza every day.
It is.
It is.
It is.
We keep adding things. It's going to be quite an event. So we'll keep you posted on that. So just mark your calendar. So anyway, today we wanted to discuss ordering your plants and bulbs and seeds. And most of the catalogs come out in December, January, the new ones. And they're available online. Most of them are online. If you can't get online, maybe go to the library. You can get on the library and go online. But some people don't like to buy things online, but it's the easy way. So.
Well, the catalogs are fun to sit with a cup of coffee.
Oh, yeah, look through them. And just, visualize where it would go in your garden. But the best time to order is now, and before they're sold out, because if you want something, it could be sold out within weeks if it's a limited amount available.
And of course, the cool thing I think about ordering them now is they're not going to ship them until it's time.
No, they ship them when you need them. And some catalogs, you don't pay for them until they ship them.
That's right.
So you don't have to worry about, prepaying.
But then there's me, like, oh, I ordered these?
Yeah.
They show up at the door.
That's right.
I must have been having a slow morning or something.
You have to be prepared.
Yes.
But, the thing is, when you order, you need to know what zone you're in.
Yes.
All the catalogs, most of the catalogs, they should show what plant zone they're in.
Right.
Now, we do have a map that shows the zone. And like I said, they'll be delivered when it's appropriate for your zone. And we're in zone 6. So that means that our low temperature is 0 to -10. Now, we have gotten down to -10.
Yes, we have. Not this
Not
year.
Not often and not long, but we do get down to 0 to 3 degrees below. So that's the zone I usually stay with. They say we can go to zone 7, which is south of us, but it has to be in a protected area.
Right.
And it's It's iffy sometimes
Yeah.
with a 7,
Yeah.
so, but you can grow them. But anyway, know your zone. If you stick to zones 7 or 6 on your plants, you'll be okay. If you notice on the map, and when you show Arkansas, it's got a little dip right in that northwest corner. I don't know if you can lift that map up a little bit, go up a little higher.
For Arkansas.
For Arkansas. And there's just a tiny little part of Arkansas in the northwest corner is at zone 6. So we're in a little pocket up there. So that's why it's zone 6. But anyway, if you follow the zone 6, you'll be okay. Now,
So when can we start planting these bulbs?
well, the frost date usually is April 25th, they say. But, there's times when you've gotten plants, annuals. They start selling them in February and March, which is crazy.
That's because they want you to buy them twice.
Yeah, right. So you buy them and they freeze and you buy them again. So if you buy them before then,
Right.
you might have to be taking them into the garage at night or whatever. But April 25th is supposed to be the freeze date. But that's when they'll maybe start sending them to you, late April. But they're, just don't buy them. If you buy them, be prepared to kind of,
Baby them.
baby them for a while. So, and when you do get them, from the nursery, they usually tell you ahead of time. Sometimes they'll send you an email, or if they have, when you order them, they'll say, the range of dates when they're going to deliver. And just be sure when they're delivered to either get them in pots or in the ground somewhere, because you can't leave them in those shipping containers.
No.
You won't have very much success. They may live, but they may not, really be a good plant. So, but be prepared to get them in pots or in the ground, and sometimes they have a guarantee. If they don't grow or they die, that they'll replace them. But you have to read the catalog and read them carefully to know what you're dealing with.
Sure.
And if you can order with a friend, I've ordered some clematis with Susan, and
Wow, is
we
that special?
Yes, she shared her knowledge about which ones to get, and also, we can share the shipping. So sometimes your shipping on plants is high,
Yes.
depending on what type of plant you get. Or, of course, seeds, the shipping's not much, but sometimes plants, the shipping can be high. So you can kind of go in with a friend and order them. And the other thing I didn't mention is we don't really support any one company or try to push any one company, but we do have Brett and Becky's bulbs that we have a partnership with, the Garden Club, and their catalog is online, and this is their catalog. They sell bulbs, and they also sell perennials. They sell milkweed, which is wonderful. Their milkweed's wonderful. I've ordered it. And if you order through the Bella Vista Garden Club.com website, and there's a little box on the right that it's a fundraiser. If you order through that, we will get a portion of the sale. So it's a fundraiser for us, so you can beautify your garden and at the same time support the garden club. So that's
And
an
this
easy
is
one.
the spring one. They have one for the fall as
Yes,
well, right?
they do. They just came out with their spring, and but you can order bulbs for later, and they'll send them when you need to. They need to. But Brett and Becky's has been in business since 1900.
And that's where we get our daffodils.
We get our Bella Vista daffodils from them. We've had thousands and thousands of them planted across the city. So they're a very reputable company. And that's the other thing. You have to know these companies, because there's some of them been in business a long time. But, when it sounds too good to be true with these prices of plants, it is true. And sometimes their catalogs are photoshopped a little bit. So what you see in that catalog may not be what you see in your garden. I mean, they got these colors that are just,
Yes.
wild colors or really deep, deep hues, but when you plant it, it doesn't turn out that way. So just be careful. There's some reputable ones, and then there's some that aren't so reputable. And the catalogs that you deal with all the time, you're going to be ordering over and over. So sometimes you'll get a little discount or something if they know you order over and over. So, and anyway, our clematis, I keep saying clematis.
Well,
it's just clematis.
It doesn't matter.
It's clematis mostly in England, and that's really the proper name, but we call it clematis sometimes. But anyway, our expert, Susan, she recommends Hilltop Farm near Springfield, Missouri, or Joy Creek Nursery, Clem Sparrow Nursery. I think they were bought out by another company, but they do have a few left. I don't know if they're going to specialize anymore. And Westwood Garden, she's found some local at Westwood Gardens and Garden City. So look at your local nurseries. And I've already seen some at the box stores, but look up the name of the plant and see if that's the color you want and the size you want and so forth. So you can check a lot of it online. So, and then our native specialist, Corinne Troutman, she has recommended White River Nursery in Fayetteville, Arkansas.
That's my fave.
And they have wonderful native plants. So they're a good source of native plants.
And they give us discounts.
Yeah. I think if you're a garden club member, Master Gardener, they give you a discount.
Yes.
And then there's Pine Ridge near London if you want to travel down by Highway 40. And some people do. They'll travel all the way down to London to Pine Ridge and get wonderful native plants down there. She's not open all the time. It's best to call her
Exactly.
ahead of time. And then there's the Missouri Wildflower Nursery in Jefferson City. Now, their catalog, I don't get too many catalogs because I don't want all that paper waste, but their catalog is wonderful. And you can order online too. But their catalog, it actually rates the plants like 1, 2, 3, or 4 stars. So that, if you see a 1 star, it may be good in the back of the house and close to the woods. But if they're a 4 star, you can put that in your front yard because it's showy and it does well. So I love the rating of the plants, along with all their wonderful information in their catalog.
Have you been there?
I haven't been there. No, I've ordered from them, but I haven't been there.
It's amazing.
I'd like
I
to
always
take a
pick
trip.
the wrong time of the year to go, but
Yeah.
one of my best friends lives there, so.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Oh, I'm going to have to get up there
Yes.
and go to their nursery. And I'm sure they have wonderful display gardens, too. Most of the big nurseries have wonderful display gardens. I know Hilltop Nursery, we're going to their...
We are going
yes,
there.
we're going on a little field trip, the Garden Club of Master Gardeners, so we'll go into Hilltop, and they've got a wonderful nursery there. So the other thing you have to do is, if you want to order a specific plant, sometimes they'll ask if you'll take substitutes.
What do you tell them?
Well, it depends. If I really want that variety, I'll say no. And if I trust them that they're going to send me something that's similar, I'll agree, but sometimes they'll send you something you really don't want, So look, just read and know what you're ordering ahead of time. And don't be disappointed. And then when you do order, remember, when you order something and it says easy to grow, that means it'll probably going through your lot or your property over your
into your
driveway to your
neighbor's.
neighbor's house.
So another keyword for invasive, maybe?
Yeah, could be. And our seed reseeds freely. That means you'll be digging up those plants for 10 years. That you can't get rid of them. And I did buy an Artemisia one time. It was a variegated Artemisia. It was beautiful. Then I looked online and found that a woman in Georgia took her 5 years to eradicate it from her beds. And so I put it in a pot. So if you have a situation where you love the plant, but you don't want to be digging it up for years, just, put it in a pot.
Gotcha.
You can do that. So anyway, The other thing, what's your favorite nursery to order from,
Well, you know, I don't.
or online?
Missouri wildflower.
Missouri Wildflower.
Yeah, and I like pine. I'm native.
So you want instant gratification,
I
basically.
do.
Yeah.
I'm bad. I
Yeah.
can't wait for those seeds. You know, you might be able to do it, but I'm like,
Yeah.
okay, how are you growing today?
That's right.
Do I sing to you? What I do?
I know. Sometimes you have to be patient when you
Yeah.
order a small plant, and then if you go to a local nursery, it's a big plant.
Yeah.
But, you know, it depends. Some
Sure.
people are more patient than others.
I know.
And the other thing to remember is be sure when you order something, you know where it's going to go. How many times have we walked around with a pot in our hand and walking around the garden trying to figure out where to put it? Because it's like, I got it, but I don't know where to put it.
Exactly. And you know, if our soil was a little different, I've always been fascinated by the fact that in some places you can actually have a dugout spot where in the summer you can set a pot down in it, and then you can take it away and
put
move
something
it.
else,
Yeah.
yeah.
So, but here, no.
No, it's not that easy. It's not that easy. It can be done, but it's not that easy. Some people put their tulips in pots, and then they put their mums in that same spot later on. So it can be done, but it's a little harder with all the rock.
Right.
So, but anyway, and then you want to try some new varieties of things. Instead of the same old, you know, maybe try some new seeds of a different annual that you haven't tried before. And,
Are you going to try something new this year?
I am.
What are you doing?
There's a new, I have 4 o'clocks and I have the hot pink, but I'm going to try some seeds I got from the Master Gardeners.
Yes, I saw those last night.
And it's multicolored, so there's yellow and I think red. So I'm going to add them and see if I can get some different colors because I love 4 o'clocks.
Well, then let's remind people, mostly me, why do they have the name 4 o'clock? Because that's when they bloom?
That's when the bloom
In the
opens.
late afternoon?
Yeah, late afternoon. And I've told the story before. That's my first memory in the garden. My mother gave me the job to get the 4 o'clock seeds
Oh.
because they're like little peppercorns. And
And
they're
what,
big
to
enough
keep
for a little
you-
kid to
get you busy,
handle.
keep you busy.
Yeah. Grab all those little seeds for next year. So, but you really don't have to do that because they reseed freely.
Okay.
It's another one of those that you may be digging up little starts here and there, but I do love the 4 o'clocks.
Okay.
And I think we had some programs on different plants. I'm going to go through some of our old TV programs. And I think Barb Templin found a real unusual annual that I'm going to try. I'm going to see if I can find it. So it's fun to try different things. So anyway, so if you have any questions about gardening, you can go to the Bella Vista Garden Club website and the Master Gardeners too. So they have a good website. So, and then remember when you order seeds, you know, you get so many seeds in those packets that you can never use them all.
Yeah,
So
why do
I
they
share-
package them
I don't know.
so much?
But some of them, I mean, you could plant a half acre.
I know.
With some of the seeds you get. So I like to share them with friends, and that's what the Master Gardeners did.
Yes.
last night.
Yes.
So they're going to be sending out or giving out seeds in a number of locations this year. So at the farmers market and the fair, the county fair. So there's a lot of seeds that we've gotten, and the members have collected over the years. And just because it says it's not for this year, you know, last year, seeds can germinate for years. You know, they may not be 100% germinating, but, you know, 10, 15, 20% of them just sow heavier, and you'll get the same result.
Sure.
So they don't go bad sometimes. So anyway, that's the seeds, and
Well, it's an exciting time of the year.
it is. It's a fun time because we're
It's
going to
dreaming time.
Yeah, a lot of planning to start doing in February. See what worked and what didn't work, and see what you're going to do with the new plants you ordered, and be ready for them
Yes.
when they come.
Yes.
So, anyway, the things you do in February.
Well, I tell you what, my house plants right now, most of them are fine. And
Yeah.
actually, my hearth room is a hearth room normally, but now it looks like a greenhouse because, you know, I bring things in. But
Yeah.
right now, for some reason, those spider mites are just eating my gardenia up.
Yeah.
And I'm doing everything I can. So,
Yeah,
boy,
just
that's the hard part with houseplants.
Insecticidal soap is about the best
Or
thing.
neem oil.
Neem oil, yeah.
But I don't know. These little burgers, they...
Well, it's probably good to just put them in the bathtub if you have one, or shower. And really soak them with it. I use Murphy's oil soap to make my insecticidal soap. Because it's got a little oil with it, and it'll stick to the leaves. So I use like 2 tablespoons per gallon. You can use 3 if you want it really sticky. But I just spray that, and that seems like it works pretty well. Between the oil and the soap, it gets those little critters. So,
so what do you do about your winter annuals?
Well, with my houseplants, I'm having a hard time finding a good potting mix.
Yeah.
Some of the potting mixes I water, and then I look back the week later, and the soil's like shrunk in from the pot, and there's airspace around there. It's all that peat moss and stuff they put in those mixes. So I just got to find a better potting soil for houseplants.
Make your own.
I'm going to have to,
Yeah.
get busy and make my own. So that's something else to think about for houseplants. And you don't want to overwater.
No.
They die more from overwatering than underwatering. So, and winter annuals. Have you got winter annuals? Your little
I really don't.
pansies. I don't plant pansies too
I
often.
don't. They're not my favorite, but but my crocus are coming up, like we talked about, and my daffodils are about to
they're coming
burst.
up early. Yeah.
I know that's not a winter annual, but
they may be now.
I know.
Our winters.
No kidding.
They change from spring to winter.
That's right.
And lawns, it's a good time to apply lime. I've got a lime applied. And if you're not sure, take a soil sample to the extension office, and they have a new procedure. And we may do a program just and tell you about these soil samples, what to do and how to do it. So, because there's a new procedure, you can do it from your home. You don't have to take it into the office anymore. But it might be a little education we have to make or give them before they do that. So, because you do it online, and but it's kind of a different system, so you have to kind of be familiar with the system, but it's a great idea. And so,
well, roses. I know it's a little early. I think the rule is maybe later February, early March you start pruning, because you don't want to prune.
But there's some roses that are budding.
I know.
And people are saying, should I cut these buds off or leave them bloom? But you need to trim them.
You do.
And especially the knockouts. The knockouts, that rose rosette disease, it lives in the winter on the tops of the roses. And if you don't trim that top off and get rid of that rose rosette, if it's there, then you're going to have problems. So it's really best to wait till February, let them bloom if they're budding now, and let them bloom and so forth, but just cut them in end of February or in March.
Yes.
Because if you cut them now, they're going to have new growth, it's going to freeze.
Yep.
So you'll have more damage to cut off later. So just wait. Got to be patient.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So, and trees and shrubs, monitoring, we've had so much rain. Not much snow, but we've had a lot of rain this winter.
I saw 3 flakes this morning.
Oh,
don't tell me we haven't had snow.
It was snowing as I came into the studio.
Was it?
It was. Okay. Yes, and but it kind of stopped. So, but we've had little dustings.
Absolutely.
But we've had quite a bit of moisture, so we haven't had to drag the hoses out this winter. That's good. But if you have planted something that is you just planted and you want to monitor that water a little bit. Like if it's under an eave or something, maybe it didn't get much rain. Just kind of monitor that and give it a little water.
Right.
So,
right.
And then the perennials, we can start late February. Start dividing the perennials. It depends on this weather.
Yes. Yes.
We could have a terrible March. We've had snow in March. So you just got to go by the weather.
Absolutely.
But you can start dividing your perennials and moving them around and getting them ready for the plant sales.
Well, there you go.
Yeah, you have to
there you go. And in late February, I guess you cut back your grasses and your liriope and everything and get ready for the new growth.
Yeah. If you wait too long, then you got that growth coming up, and then you're going to be cutting the tips off. So that doesn't look good the whole year.
Exactly.
So you got to get them cut right before that new growth starts coming up. I like to leave my grasses in the winter. Some of them cut them early, but I like the
I like to watch
movement.
them.
And
yes.
if it does snow, you get some pretty
Well, and
sculptures out
some
there.
of that stuff, I like to take care of the wildlife. You don't know what might be trying to live there. And,
Yeah, get some
as long as
shelter.
it's not terribly ugly, you got to balance that.
Yeah. It depends if you want a real pristine garden or if you want to help the wildlife. So, and also your what is it that you bloom in summer? Your crepe myrtles.
Oh, yes,
Yeah.
yes.
So we'll be talking about that next month. So it's a little too early to trim the crepe myrtles yet. So, but anyway, and don't forget to feed the birds.
I tell you, they're on.
Birds.
They know about hotel or restaurant Portillo. They're up there, especially when the weather starts coming in.
Oh yeah.
I'm sure you too.
Oh yeah. They just, and I think the cedar waxwings will be coming through pretty soon too. I haven't seen any yet, but winter's the best time. Just grab your chocolate, hot chocolate or tea, and curl up with your magazines and your catalogs. And sometimes you get some ideas out of some of the magazines, like Better Homes and Gardens or something. They'll have little garden articles. So, and I think Southern Living now has plants that they sell and they promote. So, there's a lot of sources for plants. So, anyway, that's the time to do that. And the next Bella Vista Garden Club meeting is going to be Wednesday, February 26th. We're meeting early now at 9:30 for social time, and they'll have pastries and coffee. And the meeting starts about 10, so then we have a program. And we meet at the Bella Vista Community Church in Lancashire. And the program this month is going to be Birds and Snakes of Arkansas.
Ooh.
So you can start recognizing what snakes are good and bad. So, and it's presented by Steve Dunlap from the Arkansas Fish and Game Commission. Excuse me. Also, our horticulture program on lawn care will be given by Tony Lacazzi. So he'll tell you what to do with your lawns. And guests are always welcome. We've had wonderful a reception for guests coming in, and then they join. We had 5 new members join last month.
I know.
So it's
great.
So it's great to get more people involved. And for more information, just go to our website, bellavistagardenclub.com. It's really easy. And thank you for joining me today.
Oh, sure.
Sharing
I always
all your
I enjoy it, and I like showing off our new backyard.
Oh yeah, this is really fun. looks like we're sitting outside.
Yeah.
So, and that's what we want to be doing and working on our garden. So, anyway, I'm hoping that you've enjoyed the show, and don't forget to join us next month. And till then, don't forget to stop and smell the roses.